There's a home there, lovely home too, standing, and right next door, two homes that are completely wiped out by fire. Hi, I'm Dave, and if you're new to this channel, welcome to episode 9 of my lap around Australia. Today and next couple of days I'm in the Horsham, Victoria area on Taylor Lake. More about that later. I'm working my way towards South Australia and we'll be reviewing more free and budget campsites Australia-wide in 2026. So stick around. To start this episode, I thought I would just update the map with my travels. As you can see, I've travelled down from Queensland through New South Wales, right down into Vic, to the coast, back up inland to the high country. Then I travelled down here into Geelong. That was over the Christmas time. Then from Geelong up into central Victoria. That was a house sit there, a house and pet sit there in Newstead, near Bendigo, and Bendigo is a really lovely town. From there up into Echuca and a great beach camp on the Murray called Wills Bend. From Wills Bend it was a bit further upstream into Mildura. And that was where I stayed at Horseshoe Bend, another great venue, another great camp. From there, the temperature's getting a little hot, I travelled back down, heading towards the coast, down into Horsham, which is again central Victoria, and staying at this camp I'm at now in this episode, which is Taylor's Lake. I've just entered Taylor's Lake camping ground. It's about 21 minutes out of Horsham, and of course it's on Taylor's Lake. You do get a view of the Grampians, which is a small mountain range outside of Horsham. I don't know if you can see that in the distance there behind those trees. The access road in here is quite okay, a bit corrugated, but it's suitable for all types of vehicles. This is a free camp, of course. There are amenities here. There's 2 toilets here. I came in yesterday afternoon. The toilets are quite clean. There's phone reception here. And it's a reasonably flat campground. It's suitable for all sorts of vehicles. There's a boat ramp just there in front of me now. It's right on the lake, which looks quite lovely today. It's 37 degrees here today, so I think I'll be spending a bit of time in that lake. I don't know if I mentioned, it's very flat in here and it's quite large. There's a big area to the left. Not many people there because everybody's over near the water. There was a few campers here yesterday, but it's certainly thinned out a lot today. But there's only a handful here now. It was a nice feeling to drive in here yesterday afternoon to such a lovely spot. Okay, we'll just check out the lake here. Just a little tip, if you haven't already got one, grab yourself one of these. And of course that's a compass. Sometimes you come in, if the sun's high in the sky, you sometimes have trouble picking north, south, east, west, and you may want to know where the sun's setting and rising for setting up camp. So just a tip that I use. I'm really liking this campsite. In fact, it's free. There are amenities here, there are fire pits here. The water looks bloody marvellous. I think it always does on a hot day. There's a little private beach I have here. It's sandy, which is always very nice. The Grampians are sort of over right there in the distance behind those trees. I don't know if you can see them, but the view is quite lovely. This would be excellent for all sorts of boating activities, certainly swimming, kayaking. It was quite busy yesterday. It's Australia Day today, so I'm surprised it's as quiet as it is. I'll probably go into Horsham later on because there are some Australia Day activities happening in Horsham, so we'll check that out. I've just kayaked down to the northeastern end of Taylor Lake and to get a view of the mountains. It's quite a lovely view here on the lake. To a campground, free campground or donation. I'll have to check that. It's called Lake Rats Castle. Not sure about the name, but that's what it's called. This is about an hour out from Horsham and 10 minutes out from Edenhope. It's a lake reserve. The road in is a dirt road, a little corrugated, but okay for all types of vehicles. This is on a lake, which we're about to see shortly. There are supposed to be showers here in addition to toilets, so that'll be interesting to see what we've got here. This is a little still big.
200 meters, turn left.
This is still a little bit close to Horsham, so I don't think I'll be staying here. I've still got a fair way to go heading towards the South Australian border. Okay, so we've got a toilet block over there to the left and camping over here to the right where the lake is. It's quite picturesque. There's some sort of amenities up here. We'll go check out what they are. Well, it's a shed. Alright, let's go check out the lake. Plenty of wildlife here. It has a sandy rim around the lake. I guess when it's high water you'd get a beach here. At the moment the water level looks low and it'd be a fairly muddy entry, I'm guessing, into the lake. can't see a boat ramp anywhere. It's a fairly small lake in comparison to some that I've stayed at. There's a camper right over there in the distance. I don't know if you can see him or her. But other than that, there's nobody else here. Probably not a bad spot for an overnighter on your way through to somewhere or other. Just coming through the town of Natamuk. This was one of the towns that
In 200 meters, turn left onto Main Street.
was hit by fires, and there's evidence everywhere of trees that are down from fire. There was some devastation here, certainly. This is very tragic. This was about a week or
Turn
so
left
ago.
onto Main Street, then turn right onto Sudholt Street.
Homes and buildings there have just been flattened. The only thing is left there is the chimney stack. How tragic. Other homes survived, but that one there,
Turn left onto Sudholt Street, then turn left onto Main Street. In 400 meters, turn left onto Sisson Street.
more evidence of what a fire can do. The poor people who lived in those homes. Yet there are other homes that are completely untouched. It's quite amazing. There's a home there, lovely home too, standing, and right next door, two homes that are completely wiped out by fire. There's evidence of this right through the town. You find a couple of homes that are fine, and then you'll have a batch of couple of homes that have been totally burnt to the ground. Nothing left. Just a reminder of what the Australian bush can dish out every now and then. There was a campsite, a campground recommended to me by a fellow traveller, and I have arrived here yesterday. This is called Will's Beach Shack, and it's only 5 minutes outside of Kingston SE here in South Australia. It's pretty much on the beach. It is $15 per person per night. Run by a guy called Will, who's a nice guy. It has hot and cold running showers, toilets, has a beach shower too. You come off the beach, there's a shower right on the beach. And striking views of the ocean. You can't actually see the ocean from the individual campsites because of the tree line, but it's only a 100-metre walk. It's reasonably flat and reasonably large. You'd get a reasonable number of campers in here. I had no success at getting my drone fixed, so I've bashed out and invested in a new drone, so we'll put that up later and get a little bit of an idea of the general layout of the campsite. Just going to take a walk down to the beach. This is the access to the beach from the campsite. This here is the beach shower. Lovely setup. The beach is probably 100 metres or so from the campsite, the campground. A bit overcast here today, a cool 25. A bit different to what I've been experiencing in the Victorian countryside. Had a little bit of rain here today, ever so lightly. And a bit of a cool breeze at the moment, but it's very nice. You can see it's quite a large beach up that way towards Kingston, which is probably about 5 or 6 k's, and that way down there you can travel about 17 k's. So quite a large beach area which you obviously can drive on. Shell. It's quite unusual. Access to the beach is probably about 600 metres up from the campsite. The access is pretty good. All the roads around here are quite good. It's a beautiful day, so let's check out the beach. You can drive about 17 kilometres along the beach. I'm not sure what goes beyond that. I probably won't be doing all of that. But the beach itself is also probably just a couple hundred metres from the campsite. Just walk through the tree line straight down to the shoreline. And the sand's very firm here. It's well packed. You could probably put a two-wheel drive on this without any real problems. It's a beautiful day here in Kingston. The ocean is very flat today. There's virtually no waves at all. Incidentally, you don't need a permit to drive on this beach here. I'm not sure about other beaches in SA. Unlike Queensland, where a lot of areas you do need permits, you simply just don't need one here, which is nice. feel a bit lucky today. I wanted to walk out on the jetty out to the over the ocean, and it's closed, obviously being renovated. Have a little friend here. Hello, what's your name? He's gone. The sand is very, very white here. It's a beautiful area in Kingston. Except you can't walk out on the jetty due to renovations. But you can walk onto the beach. I don't know if you can drive on the beach this far up. Might try that later. We might walk down and check what the water's like. These are the repairs underway. I'm guessing it's very corroded and falling apart, so it's a pity that we can't walk out there, but I guess it's going to look great when it's finished.